See. Okay. And did you also get an A grade for this project?
Yeah, agree.
Okay, perfect. So the next two projects are currently ongoing, right?
Yes, ongoing projects.
Okay. So can you talk about your role in the wildfire prediction project?
Yes, right. This is a group project, and we are trying to. mm Let me tell you. Can you change the title? Actually, yesterday we. Uh, I forgot. I think it's not an updated one. Uh, Let me tell you the exact title for it because yesterday we changed our title. Mm, Excuse me, sorry.
No problem.
Mm, Just give me a minute. I'm just. Yeah. So that title you can change in this way, not data driven while no. Instead of that, you can just mention wildfire risk prediction with spatial and temporal accuracy.
Okay.
Wildfire risk prediction with spatial in the sense SPATIAL spatial hyphen temporal 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 accuracy.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
Hmm. So basically, we are in this stage of pre-processing the data. We collected the data from weather stations, and we are trying to collect data from satellite and other stuff. So we kindly in the process of collecting and pre-processing the data. So once this is done, like initially we researched on the existing systems for this wildfire prediction, risk prediction. So basically in California, this is a burning topic because there are many wildfires happening nowadays in California. Not only
Mm.
in California, in all other parts in US. So we researched on the existing systems and already solved problems regarding this, like already available systems, and we planned our system so that it will improve the accuracy, performance, and implement new technologies on the top of like when compared with existing systems. So we researched these things, and after that we started collecting the data, weather data from different weather stations in Northern California, and now we are planning to collect the data from satellites and other stuff. So after we are done with collecting the data, we just start pre-processing the data. Once the pre-processing is done, we will start building a model on the top of it, and we predict the wildfire risk. That's it. So like
Mm.
it's 1 year project. We just completed 3 or 4 weeks of it. So like
Uh,
I'm just in the initial stage. I can give more inputs on this.
mm. Did you guys come up with any initial accuracy for the model?
No, we can't come up with accuracy because once we are not at finish, like we are still in the collecting data. So
Uh,
we can we can come up with accuracy once the model is built on the top of the data.
okay. And how many team members were you working with?
Five.
See. And what are some of the issues that you're currently facing, whether it be respect to data collection or anything else?
Yeah, we are mostly facing issues regarding data collection because we have to collect the data from different, sometimes like we have to collect data from weather stations. We also have to collect data from the fire stations because fire stations will be having the previous fire histories happened in Northern California.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So most of the challenges and like challenges are in data collection till now.
Mm. Do you collect this data from online resources, or do you also have to practically go to these resources?
Yeah, few are online resources and few things are not online, so we have to just mail, like we have to contact the
Uh,
respective department and get the data.
okay, I guess that's about it. And then the final project is crimes in Chicago, right? So can you talk about your responsibilities here?
Actually, that project I kept, but yesterday I think we are not going to that project. Going like we are not planning to start that project. So
Hmm.
mostly we'll be coming up with a new topic by this weekend or Monday. So what can I do with this? You can remove it, or if you want me to um, tell once we come up with the project, what can we do with that
Uh,
one?
yeah, we can either you can totally remove it and four projects would be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing you can do is after completing the project, then you can send me the what do you call it? Send me your version of the edits, and then I'll edit and add it in the resume for you. Or the third option is that you can add a project from one of your LinkedIn projects that's related to data analysis or engineering. Whichever one
No,
you'd like
like
to do.
the other projects in LinkedIn are very basic, so I just want to add the
Uh,
this project which I am going to start because this will be the new technology. So the best I can do is once by probably by this weekend or Monday we'll come final like we'll get an outline for this project. So
mhm.
once that is done, I can just send an send some couple of 3 or 4 lines of description regarding this project. If you can provide me your mail. Yeah, I think I have your mail ID, so I can just
Yeah,
mail that short description based on that. You can just add in my resume.
yeah, okay, yeah, that works.
Yeah.
That totally works.
Hmm.
Okay, and
So
then
and
yeah,
moving
go
on to
ahead.
education. Yeah, moving on to education.
Before that, can you briefly mention your role at the volunteer experiences that you took?
So mostly those volunteer experiences are not related to technical. Both the volunteer experience are related to event management, like events, conducting some events in the department. So like
Mhm.
like college fits and those things
Yeah.
will be there, right? So most of them are related, and even in NIMSIS, it's like related to social service as well, social service event as well. Social service and kind of some
Mhm.
donation going through the donors and getting some donations to the old age homes or orphanage homes and those kind of like social service and event management. It's completely like that.
Mhm. Okay, so regarding your volunteer experiences don't definitely have to be related to the field that you're applying to, and
Mm-hmm.
volunteer experiences work great for new graduates. And besides that,
Mm-hmm.
it shows that the person goes out of their way and is an initiative taker, and so I
Yeah.
think it'd be good to include a line or two regarding your experiences if you like.
Oh, see, what will happen if I remove it? There will be nothing harm in removing it, right?
Yeah, it won't harm the resume, but adding it would definitely add some value to the resume, some more value to the resume.
Yeah, you can just go ahead and add them. Like, you got my point, right? Like, mostly it's related to
Yeah, yeah.
conducting sessions, conducting some meetings and get together of department students
Mhm.
and communicating with them and like related to social service and NIMSIS. In NIMSIS club, it's mostly like related to social service.
Uh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can just add one line regarding the volunteer
Yeah.
experiences.
Yeah. In resume, will there be any space to add it?
Yeah, I think so. I'll see how to fit that in.
Yeah, sure. So basically, I
So,
want to, yeah, that we'll discuss later. Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
okay. So let's see. And yeah, and can you talk about your awards briefly? On You already discussed the best team member spot award. What about the certificate of appreciation. On what basis did you receive this award?
Which award?
On your LinkedIn, it says that you received a certificate of appreciation from the National Institute of Technology.
Those are mostly related to some paper publications and attending some conferences and those kind of things.
Let's see. And
So I
in
think
what?
most of them are not useful related, not related to this projects. I don't think that should be added in resume because
Okay.
that's those things are completely different to the job description which I am applying.
Okay. Yeah, that's not a problem. We
Yeah,
can remove those if you like.
yeah, sure.
Okay. And regarding the certifications that you took, in what year did you receive these certifications?
Certifications in the sense the like machine learning A to Z and
Yeah.
something like that. Like those are mostly not certification. Those are online courses which I did apart from the existing master courses.
Hmm. Yeah.
So machine
Uh,
learning A to Z I did in like from January 2019 to May 2019,
mhm.
and Python I did in January and February 2019.
Okay. I actually took one of the courses from one of the Python courses from Mosh. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I took the one that's about 6 hours on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
He keeps smiling a lot
Exactly.
all the time, right? In
Exactly.
each video.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, but
Okay.
he's a great teacher. Like, he,
Yeah, he's really
he
good.
he's really good.
Okay, so, would you be able to send me a list of all the tools and techniques that you're familiar with?
Mm, Similar, like the skills.
Your technical skills with respect to machine learning or all the software tools that you have utilized.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, perfect. I'll be sure
Okay.
to
Yeah.
remind you after the call.
Yeah. Once this call is done, like just send me an mail regarding what type of inputs you want me, so I can just send reply you back in another 1 or 2 hours.
Okay, no problem. You can totally take your time.
Mhm. And regarding my education
And
experience, like education method.
regarding your education experience,
Yeah, like what I already mentioned in my resume, right? I mentioned couple of three or I think three, but in LinkedIn I mentioned 6 to 7 courses, but in I just mentioned core courses in resume, and I think you have all my college details and major I am doing,
yeah.
city, and is it good to add CGPA in it for masters?
If you're from a technical field, which you are, if your CGPA is greater than 3.2, then it's good to include it.
Yeah, it's basically 3.88. So,
3.88.
yes.
And is that your CGPA for your master's degree?
Yeah, till now, like till couple, I just
Um,
completed 2 semesters.
hmm.
I'm doing my third semester right now, and one more semester is left. So till now,
Okay.
I have 3.88.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's great. And we can definitely add that. And what about your bachelor's degree?
Bachelor's degree, you are asking about CGPA?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 8.16 by 10. Like it's 10-point grade scale. I don't know whether we should add by 4 because in US they mostly see on 4-point grade scale. So that's why I didn't add it. So when
We can.
convert, US can convert it from.
Yeah. Yeah. We can convert it.
Okay, then that's fine. That should be good. 8.16 out of 10 grade points.
That's perfect. And finally, Anil, can you please mention your top three soft skills?
Top three soft skills. Generally I change those based on my based on the job description I am applying. Mostly I keep them like uh, in programming I keep Python. One database I keep, like there are databases like MySQL and Cassandra databases, so I keep
Hmm.
one among them. And the final one is like applying some machine learning algorithms on top of on large data sets. So I generally change the order and add few skills if I like. It's completely based on job description. Mostly I keep
Hmm.
one language like Python, and one database, and like machine learning algorithm, something like related to machine learning, right? And the you can also mention like Tableau tool visualization, but I think only we should you asked about three, right? So for top three should be Python, like one language, uh, database, and machine learning.
Hmm. Okay, perfect. And what about your skills what about skills like teamwork, communication, deadline management, any soft skills like that?
Yeah, you can add like teamwork should be good, and exactly. And this also like general in general when I apply to jobs, I just change based
Hmm.
on the